Okay, we are back in the saddle. I held off on this because it's a special time of year. If you have collectibles, unload them, get rid of them, put them on eBay, put them wherever you can. This is the time. Let's see, that looks real interesting. Tay times must be hard. They're selling the family heirloom. There are a lot of people that are really interested in that stuff. We're going to do things a little differently today. We are not going to go through the list. We're going to talk strategy because it's the end of the year. A lot of things are going on. And believe it or not, this is a time to sell, but buy. Because you're going to see some really interesting. That's kind of cool. I may have to go get that. You're going to see a lot of really interesting things that are going to happen because people will be buying and getting rid of stuff. I've said it in the last video. I'm going to say it again. There's going to be an incredible opportunity for you to pick up goods in November and especially in December. People are going to be selling to raise Christmas money. People are going to be giving stuff away. And your competition will be asleep at the wheel. I'll guarantee you. I used to be able to get so much stuff from October to December. It was sick because the mindset is sell. Sell out, get your money together, and be ready for 2013. You need to be ready for 2013 now. Because what's going to happen is you're going to run up into some inventory problems if you don't have the proper information starting off in mid-January going into February because of tax season. But go through this, and this is my thing with collectibles. They're nice. If you can get them cheap, you can make a lot of money. But the problem is, and this was a problem that started when I was in the business, but it is even more pronounced now. It's very easy for someone to get presumed value of a collectible, especially if it's something that's easy to look up. And typically, most people are going to look it up and they're going to try to sell it retail versus sell it wholesale. And that's where things get really interesting because I actually had this. Used to sell those things for $25. Apparently, we know what we're dealing with here. Pretty interesting. Now, another way that you can make money if you are broke is go through this list and offer to broker these items. You can find tons of people because the average person does not want to sell. They just want to get the money. Here's something that could be interesting. Now, check this out. At least they know. That's pretty interesting. But seriously, you can go through here, find people, broker deals, sell stuff for people, pick up stuff to earn your money. And this is if you're broke. If you're not broke, you're looking to get as much inventory as you can between now and January 15th. Make it a goal. Carve it on your brain because you can't sell anything if you don't have anything. And the mentality of a lot of people in the resale business is sell, then collect money, and then go out and buy something else, then sell. During that cycle, you miss so many opportunities. It's sick. It's ridiculous. This is a very ineffective way to run your business. You have to keep your money flowing. But we're going to move away from this because collectibles are collectibles. You know the deal. If you can get them at a price where you can make money, do your research, and catch a guy who has not done his research, and the difference is your profit. All right. I held off on this. This is a special section. I'm going to identify a few things. We're going to start with the iPhone. If you wanted to specialize in anything, specialize in A, Apple iPhones. B, late model Droids. And when I say specialized, I'm not just saying know the model, know the review. You want to be able to, I'm going to show you something. We're going to go to YouTube. And this is where I'm talking about learning how to make money by doing the grunt work. Okay. What you will want to do, and we're going to get rid of that because we don't need that right now. Let's see. Hold up. We're going to unlock iPhone 4. All right. You can virtually now this is the thing is your phone, if you upgrade to iOS 6, there just recently came a jailbreak and unlock deal. Now, what's unlocking? You take the software from the native carrier, whether it's Verizon, Sprint, whatever, and you make the phone able to sign on to any network. That's unlocking it, and jailbreaking is opening up the operating system where you can modify or add apps that have been blocked out. But if you dedicated one day to this, one full day, 8-hour, 12-hour day, and you got some phones, you went on YouTube, you looked at the videos, you learned what you need to do, you can come back here. Actually, let's go back there and learn what you can do. Because the thing is, there's two things that you need to do to make money in this game, because everyone's trying to make a killing. All right, say you start with one phone and you get it cheap. And when I say phone, it can be broke and you can still make money with a broke iPhone. Yes, you can still make money because of components. Because there are guys, there's a guy here in town, he replaces the glass on iPhones. You know, if someone wants pink, he does pink. If you want blue, he wants blue. He does that. So, and he charges $80. I'm guarantee you, he's not paying $80 for the glass. Go here. Learn these phones and understand there's a market for, this is 3GS. And let's see, it will work on any network. So you put it on Sprint, you get the unlimited data. And when I say become a specialist, you know every particular of every character of every carrier. You know how to jailbreak phones, you know how to unlock phones, you know what the limits are for each and every phone provider. If you just go through here and you become really good at this stuff, and like I said, I'm going to show you something. Because at one point I was specializing on Macs, and that's how I actually got into Macs. Because, you know, I'm a thrifty guy, and it's like I didn't want to go to the Mac store and get a new Mac. So I started off with used, and I flipped my way up. You can do that. Like, I mean, seriously, in a month or two, if you want to get like the best phone out there, you can actually get it free by going in here, finding phones, flipping them, taking the difference, putting it aside, and you get your phone free. Okay, we're looking at iPhones. You know, there's a lot of smack about Samsung Galaxy 3. I'm going to tell you something about that because I don't have it with me, but I actually have one because I switched from Sprint to Verizon and they didn't have any iPhones, but I needed the phone that day. Several people came in looking. They had several Galaxies. People were like, I want the iPhone. I want the iPhone. Don't believe the hype. People are buying the iPhone. Samsung is putting a lot of money in commercials to make you think otherwise. So you can get iPhone 3s, iPhone 4s, iPhone 5s. Go to YouTube. I'm telling you. And you can actually take techniques for free, learn how to manipulate these phones, come back, do what you need to do. Like, let's see. Here's a dealer, because this is what these dealers are doing. And I don't know, I swear, does that look like leather? Does that look like a car seat to you? It could be, or a sofa. And he didn't even know how to take a picture of the phone without the flash, some dealer. This is a little high. But essentially, this is the deal. And this is how you trick out iPhones. There are so many people with them for sale. These prices are immaterial because when new technology comes out, old technology becomes reduced in price. So he's selling an iPod Touch. He's trying to sell both. This is not a game. Too funny. But become very well versed with the iPhone 4s, the iTouch, all that stuff, and the iPad and the iMini Pad. And you'll be able to come in here and flip deals, because if you hit this section every day, now I'm going to show you something else. I want you to notice. Today is November the 20th, right? These are all, and there's 100. And this is just today, and this is around 3 o'clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that is 89. Dealing, and these aren't all iPhones, but you get the gist. Serious market. And the deal is, you want to get up to where you have 10 iPhones for sale. You have 10 iPhones for sale. You're making a 20 to 30% profit. Let's keep it real. You're not going to kill. Some are going to be like great deals. Other ones, there's going to be what we call a thin margin. I call 20, 30%, based on my storage auction background, is a thin margin. But if you got 10 iPhones for sale, you're going to probably move 20% of your inventory, which is 2. 1 or 2 a week, maybe 3. And if you're netting out at $100, after your cost, your time, your labor, whatever, that's $100 a week. That's $400 a month with 10 phones. Now, if you go ahead and get up to 30, then those numbers go, they quadruple, because you have more volume, you have more options. But the thing is, you have to have the phones to sell them. And you could just flip up, do 1, take that money, recycle it, get 2. And when you're up to 10 iPhones, whether they're iPhones 3s, 4s, or 5s. Well, let's say 3s and 4s, because the 5s, you're not going to get those cheap right now. It's not going to happen unless they just fall off a truck or something like that. But you can literally make $100 to $400 a week and not kill yourself. If you bought my book, Pimping Craigslist for Fun and Profit, you get the iPhone, you test it, you make sure the EIS is clean, and you're good. And also, once you learn how to jailbreak the phone and unlock the phone, you can put an ad on Craigslist and do this for people. Say $25. And then, to take it even further, what are we talking about? We're talking about phones. People change phones like they change their underwear now. So when you do this deal with this person, you collect their information. You collect their email address. You got their phone number because they call you, and you build a database. Now, after a few months of this, there are going to be people in that database that you're going to like, bam, hey, I got this phone. Are you ready to trade up? Or if you know anyone, just pass this along. If you did them a good, solid, great service, they'll either say, no, I don't need anything, but hey, thanks for letting me know. And oh, yeah, my girl needs one, because people are always dropping phones, breaking phones. It's a huge market. So by educating yourself, learning a few things for free in YouTube University, you can build yourself $1,000 to $1,500 a month income consistently, because phones have replaced personal computers. There are many people who no longer have a laptop. They don't have a desktop. All they have is their phone or an iPad, or a combination of the two. Because I've noticed behavior in my friends. Once they get the iPad or iPhone, they rarely use their laptop, because they're doing everything on their phone. And like, the market is so hot. Like, I have the Samsung Galaxy 3, but I still kept my phone because it's Sprint. But guess what? It's unlocked. When they sold these bad boys, they sold them and they were unlocked. So whenever I go to Europe or something, flip out the SIM, put in a new one, and I can use my phone anywhere. And another reason I kept it, and this is to help you sell, is you can use these just strictly as cameras. That's the reason you can get like a broke iPhone, say get it super cheap. And long as it works, like, the camera part works, all that stuff, let's see. Long as all that works, you can do that. You can play games. This camera is very high end. I actually use this for videos and stuff, because the camera on this is better than the camera on the Galaxy S3. Yes, it is, both front and back are better. So essentially, by becoming a specialist on a hot product, and also understand this is the trend is more and more people are going to adapt to their phones, their iPads, as note phones. You know, these huge phones that are like a hybrid of a phone and a tablet. That's the future. So by training yourself on this and learning what's good, now watch this. Let's see. Must have pissed someone off. Say you come across a phone that has a bad ISN. And you know it has a bad ESN. Depends upon the model, and you will know what the marketplace is paying for that model. Look at this. They're charging $55 to flash a phone, which means just to make your phone run on that network. You will need a store. But you can find phones here and then turn around. And understand, take caution when you're selling something like an iPhone on eBay, but let's see. Okay, I did not want that. Hold on a second. There we go. All right, so this is bidding. Let's see. Is it brand new or is it's used? Okay, it's going up to, and this is an item that if it works, whoa, it was two something. It's 325. Okay, let's go back. It's on. Let's see. Let's look at it. It's 4S, 16 gigabytes. It's 3G, and it's used. That's this phone right here. Now let's see. Let's go to the favorite. Wait a minute. Oh, he's offering a dock and some other stuff. Okay, that's why. Because I'm sitting there like, why is this thing going so high? But let's do this. Let's go to the place that we always should go. Okay. Just about. Let's go to cell phones. Because it loves to bring up the accessories. Okay, so this is 32 gig. Sold today for $381. Oh, this is brand new. $539. Now it's 32. Now here is they're all selling. Okay, remember what I said about services. Look at this. No, look at this. $12.75 for something that he probably learned on YouTube. And let's go here. And this is one of the reasons that I'm just going deep and deep and deep, because when I wrote the first book, it's only 100 pages. It really just kind of scratched the surface of what you can do with Craigslist. Okay, 113. Not particularly high feedback. Let's see how long he's been on there. He's been on here a while. Wham. 1 unlock, 2 unlock, 3 unlock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, the days are 20. He's got 20 sales. Now, this is just feedback, okay? And when you know about eBay, half the people or more don't leave feedback. So he's probably done 60. And let's do this. Let's do this. I didn't even put the 1275. Just unlocking phones. I did not even look at this before I started this video. I just knew that that people were doing it on Craigslist. But this guy elevated. Okay, now let's talk about this. You're doing that, and you're making money from knowledge that you obtain, and you will also, because the thing with the phones, they change all the time. So you're unlocking phones locally on eBay, and you're buying and selling phones. Do you understand? Just iPhones. Just iPhones. That's that. Just nothing else. $1,000, $1,500 a month. Just iPhones. You're gonna get stuff that's not gonna work, but that's where you have to, work on certain things and develop outlets. Okay, now we're going to switch over to. Now we'll tell you that. Let's just go S3. Samsung's, I sold, when I went, I had an Evo. I had an Evo, an HTC Evo. I sold that for $200 and had it for almost a year. But I had the paperwork, I had the box, I had the original home charger and a car charger. I went ahead and cleaned it up, put a little Windex, just a little bit, cleaned up the glass, everything. The girl thought the phone was new. $200. She didn't even turn it on. She was just so impressed that I had everything. And so you see. Now I will tell you a quick phone pimp if you are just completely like busted. And this is what you do, and this is why you keep your phone. Like if I was in a jam, what did I just tell you? I got a phone right here. I can go unlock it and just learn how to unlock it very quickly. I can then switch and put my service on this phone, then turn around and sell my Samsung Galaxy for $400. I paid $200. No, I paid, and this is another tip. When you go to Radio Shack, you're going to typically pay less money, except for the iPhone, because it's so hot and they don't have to give a discount. But I got my Galaxy S3 for $149, and the Verizon store was $199. So that was $50 differential. So if I wanted to right now go ahead and it's like, hey, jailbreak this, unlock it, put my Verizon here, I can go ahead and realize a $250. Well, actually, I could probably be in the salesperson I am, realize a $275 to $300 profit on my phone, and still have a high-tech phone. So, if you are like up for a renewal, or you're going to change your phones, there's so many ways to do this, because once you get in there, this business, you're probably going to have service with two providers, because you're going to need to test phones and stuff. But that's just with the phone. Now, I will tell you, the Samsungs don't keep, like, let's see, Sprint Evo, because this was just a year ago. I sold it for $200. Let's see, just a year ago, $70. It's probably beat the hell up. Let's see, what are they going for? 3D. 3D. I mean, I can't even really find one. Flash for Boost Mobile. This is, I got this phone December of last year, so it's not even a year old. And I sold my Evo 3 days after I got that phone. And You can barely find them. Here's one. Let's see. Oh, it's brand new. Wait a minute. That's not it. It's a tablet. It's in there. And the reason I'm showing this is just to show you how fast they depreciate. So that's the reason for resale value, Apple is still top dog. And you got to remember that. You can still make money on any phone, but if it's not an Apple product, you've got to beat the shit out of them on price because, I mean, like I said, I sold my Evo 12 months and some weeks ago for $200, and it's dropped, and it's going to continue to drop because this new and better phones come out. And the Evo had a few issues, but essentially, if you just wanted to, and you could start with one phone. Say it takes you 3 months, 4 months to get to a certain level. Okay. And this is something else about the phone market. Right now, it's crazy hot. It's crazy hot. Cell phones just go through the roof for Christmas because people are changing plans. This makes a nice gift. Here's a new iPhone. Here's a new Samsung Galaxy 3, blah, blah, blah. But the cell phone market is fairly consistent year in, year round. Doesn't drop off in the summer. People still like their cell phones. So the more higher end the cell phone, it's going to consistently sell year round. So that's another reason that you can jump into this business, because essentially just learning a few skills and taking a month to educate yourself, hustler mindset, you can make an additional $12,000 to $20,000 a year part-time just dealing with cell phones. If you really balled out, you can turn it into six figures. Seriously. Because first of all, you would have more, you would have a network. You would probably have a workshop in your house or somewhere, and you would be on Amazon, you'll be on eBay, you'll be on Craigslist, and you'll be doing this, 6 days a week. Because the deal is, when someone wants to sell a phone, it's not 9 to 5. Someone's got a phone and want to buy a phone. I've met people at 10:30 at night to make deals, but it's out there. So if anyone's telling you that, hey, you can't make any money, the economy sucks, they are uneducated. They have no clue to the opportunities, because this is one of the reasons that I created the hustler mindset. And if you just did this, if you did nothing else that you see with anything else from the Craigslist deal, this would make you money. This will make you money. Sure, you're going to have some people that are going to have some crazy phones. You're going to have some people that will misrepresent themselves. But overall, smarten yourself up. You can make money with strictly phones. So we're going to come out of there. All right. And what I'm going to do in the next session, because there's going to be 2 more sessions, because essentially what I'm doing here is letting you know how much stuff is out there, and I'm doing it the slow, painstakingly long way. And I want you to come back and watch the videos, because anytime that you're sitting around going like, hey, I don't have any money, you can go to Craigslist, and you can from here, from the free section on up to electronics. And the thing is, I didn't even get to televisions. I just kept it simple, gave you something that you could start very quickly, and you can start making money very quickly, because let's go back in electronics, and I'm going to share a reason why I went simple. Okay, when I was my last year in the storage auction business, I could have got $150 for that television. It's $30. I'll show you something else. Let's go with 1080p. It's going to bring up the more high 40-inch Hisense. I have sold TVs that were smaller, flat screen TVs that I got out of units for $400, $500, $600. That was a few years ago. But the whole point is, the electronic technology is plummeting. Things that people don't need, the price is just dropping like a rock. Let's see if my Samsung, I bought this television last year, Samsung Smart 47. Let's see if that brings it up. Okay, Uh, I wonder if this fell off the truck. I don't know what. Because I bought this October. My television's 14 months old. I've spent, and I looked at it because when it first came out, it was $1,500, and I watched it, and then Best Buy had a sale, and it was $1,035. I ended up paying like $1,100 for it, and I watched the price for 6 months, and it just never dropped. So this is the biggest drop, but this may be it dropped. Well, it's real interesting. What's going on there? Very interesting. That may have dropped off the truck. And as you can see, that's the only one. That is the only one. This television is still pretty hot. And in your personal life, if you're a reseller, get the best stuff you can. If you're going to buy something new, get the best thing you can. Go to the top end, because if you're like me, at some point you're going to resell it. And when you get the top end, you can still make money months, sometimes years down the road when you do sell it to upgrade, because you got the good stuff. Like the super cheap stuff is great for the quick buck, but long term, it doesn't hold up. Let's see. It's a pretty good deal. And essentially, that was this. With the rest of electronics, you really have to know. Like, say you're looking at this, I know exactly what this is. This is to give presentations. Guarantee you, this person probably knows the value, because if you do this, let's see, let's go here to our favorite place to look up for a price. Let's see what. Are we talking about the same projector? Let's look at that. Okay, let's see if there's more to this, because this price is way off. And once again, another reason to price check. I don't know if this person stacked up their price to make sure that when they got beat down that they were going to still be comparable. But anyone that does their research, and people will do their research, is going to be like, hey, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, well, that's it, because, you know, it's a holiday week, and I know people are going to be thinking or on the road, so I'm not going to keep it too long. Like I said, I did make my I made a promise there would be videos, and you know, same week of Christmas there will not be, but there will be a conference call. I'm gonna try to get everyone together, and I will send that out once I get it all set up. But that's the deal. It's out there, you know, it is out there. It's just a matter of you going out and getting it. All right, this is Glendon, and I will see you in the next video.